Hello, my name is Devin Young, and I'm fighting insomnia and poor metabolic health. When I saw that Elon Musk had made his primary enemy depression, well, I'd like this video to be a bit more contrived and sound like a political speech, but I haven't quite. It's not in the cards, I guess. Sometimes I just start going and it starts going, but anyway, so I suffer from insomnia. Insomnia now suffers from me. Fuck insomnia. And, it's an up and down journey, but, pretty much recovered. I don't know. I'm, very, very significantly recovered from Devin's disease, which is the proper characterization of 3 types of insomnia: Morvan syndrome, anti-NMDA receptor encephalopathy, and fatal insomnia. I, Devin Young, am well in remission and almost entirely recovered from Devin's disease. And I was thinking about this. Elon Musk, richest guy in the world, he says that he's not really the richest guy in the world because Putin can afford a legion. Putin has his own army, and he doesn't have his own army. And Cassius from Rome said that you're not truly rich until you have your own army, and I agree. I think that I should also like to have my own army. So, how does one achieve an army? And I thought about Elon Musk and how he's kind of well on his way there, and Palantir and and Anduril and these sorts of companies, and Lockheed Martin. I'm like, military-industrial complex money. There ain't no money like military-industrial complex money. And even automotive money is really good money. It's a lot of good money out there. I was thinking about Elon Musk and how initially he said that his goal was simply to have a future that did not depress him. That was what he was wanting, was a future that did not depress him. And I thought about what that means, a future that doesn't depress you. I'm like, he's fighting depression, so Elon Musk is fighting depression. That's what his enemy is. His enemy is global depression. I'm like, what are the pros and cons of fighting global depression as it relates to getting a legion? And I thought, well, it's a Rapunzel, Tony. But I thought, well, if you're trying to get a legion, you have to, if you're trying to get people to rally, if you're trying to get something done, you have to get people to rally behind you. If you're trying to get people to rally behind you, you have to get people to rally behind you for a cause. And Elon Musk, back in 2014, 2015, was like, I'm just trying to think of a future that depresses me less. And honestly, I can say a future that depresses me less is one where I have a legion. But it's also one where I'm not suffering from insomnia and metabolic dysfunction, and also no one else is either, because then insomnia is suffering from me. You see the raw joy it gives me to imagine the insomnia demon that's tormented me my entire life suffering from me? I'm not going to go fully into it right now in this video because the depths of the unhinged madness that I have been... there's a quote from Fringe where Walter Bishop says, "There is no cure to madness. It is just a long and difficult path for those who make it out." And I'm like, I feel like I'm the fucking tour guide to madness. I've been there and back so many times that it's the distinction has become laughable. I think people who are crazy are just people who aren't properly goal-oriented, because if they had a properly articulated goal they were moving towards, then they'd be able to act sane. And that's what we call sanity. It's a good definition. I think it's a great one. So, anyway, I was just thinking about this, and I was like, I also want a legion. And I was like, I'm not going to say I'm fighting depression because, I'm not Elon. I don't want to be Elon. I want to be Devin. I am Devin. I'm fighting insomnia. I think that's a big enough enemy to afford me and whoever wants to help me a legion. And yeah, that is a blatant bribe, but this is fairly early in the project, so there's a good chance that people watching this video will end up, I don't know. We'll see. I'll be really specific. There's a good chance people watching this video will end up working for me, being paid 4 times market rate, and then working themselves into a position through a system described in Ford's book Today and Tomorrow, into a position by which their competency and just raw power that I have afforded them in order to bribe them to keep them working for me. Because I want really competent people who believe in the mission, and I don't really care what I have to give them in order to get that done. Like, I gave my brother 50% of my company. He earned it. He's earned it. Like, he's earned it at this point. But he's got 50%. 50%. I don't want to give away any more of that company. Like, I'm really not into giving. I don't want to give away any equity. You know, that's my brother. He's already like 50% of me, so that's fine. But I don't want to give away equity. I'm really not big into equity. But I'm planning on dominating so many industries that, of course, some of people who work for me will end up having their own industries that they just monopolize themselves. I don't know. I really like Ford. I really admire Ford's work on this and how Ford talks about division of money and resources. He's very into just paying people as much as you can afford to. Afford. Oh, God. But yeah, this is how I plan on financing my Legion. Bribing those ambitious souls who... Not bribing, but... Because I don't bribe myself. Like, I don't even take a salary. I should probably take a salary. I don't take a salary. I should take a salary, but I don't even take a salary. I'll put it this way. I'm not interested in bribing anyone because anyone worth having in the Legion is more... Or running the Legion is going to be motivated for the glory of what we're trying to accomplish. Killing Insomnia. I think that's like I want to kill Insomnia. That's my personal goal. I mean, if other people have goals that are related to that, then they can be subsumed by my goal. Because I don't know. I don't really feel like lying and being like, we'll all work together. Because then my goal will be subsumed by their goal, but your goal will be subsumed by my goal, but it'll be good. And you'll be happy that your goal was subsumed by my goal. Because fundamentally what you really wanted was to be happy. And what you needed to be happy was proper neurological metabolism. And what you needed for proper neurological metabolism was healthy sleep. And the way to achieve healthy sleep is to help me kill the insomnia demon. So if you help me kill the insomnia demon, your brain will work better than if you did anything else, which will make you feel more unrelenting positive chemicals than any other singular thing you could do. So this is good news.